Hello and welcome back to Of the People. I am Robert Chernin with
Ericka Redic,
my lovely co-host. And folks, if you haven't figured it out yet, I am traveling on the road, so if there's a little bit of static in the feed, do bear with us. But Ericka, I want to come right back to where we left off, which is wokeism is a religion. They use the Constitution against us.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we really try to file a court case
Yeah.
using the Establishment Clause in the 14th in the First Amendment
Yep.
that the government's establishing a religion? What do you think about that?
I would love to see that. I would love to see somebody do that. I think they absolutely should. And I'm for it. I'd support it.
So, folks, if you're listening, we want your opinion. The First Amendment, freedom of religion. The government shall not establish a religion. They are establishing a religion with all these woke policies. And it has all the things, including a deity, frankly, if you want to dig right into it. So what do you think? So you can contact me at @RBChernin, which is Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can email me at robertc@asic, ACEKFUND, asicfund.org. What do you think about that, Ericka? If they want to talk to you instead of me,
they can go to @Ericka Redic on Twitter, or my new fancy email address, Ericka @coalition4 America. So that's Ericka, ERICKA @coalition4america.com.
folks, we'd love your opinion on this. You know, the other problem with the Constitution is no one teaches it anymore. Right? Civics.
And
which brings me.
Who do we have to thank for that, Robert?
Well, you're not thanking me for it. So my hopping hobbit girlfriend is back in the news, right? Under the heading of teachers not teaching, right? I mean, we'll talk about the lockdowns in a second, right? So Randi Weingarten does an interview where she likens people, you know, there's this whole parental rights movement. So we're now extremists, terrorists. Now she used the word segregationist.
Ooh.
So, but you have to love the beauty of the play here. So they're using a racially charged word, segregation, right? Because it harkens back to the days of segregation.
Yep.
And so they're playing the race card again, or their identity politics again. And any parents who want to be informed as to what's being taught in the school, or, you know, whether their kid wants to, you know, transgender or change their, whatever that transition is.
Yeah.
Right. We're now segregationists. But here's what I want to say. So she says, and because she was talking to the Southern Policy Law Center, right? That bastion, right? You got those guys.
God.
So, so she says allowing parents to have more input in children's education is wrong. Here you go. The same kind of roots that happened in the aftermath of Brown versus the Board of Education, which is separate but equal. Those same words that you heard in terms of wanting segregation are being used today. And you know what those same words are that are segregationist? Choice and parental rights.
What?
So the fact that you can't make this up. Here you go. That's there. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
So which leads me to the following question. I mean, this is not like you're Mickey Mantle and you played for the Yankees and we're retiring number 7 and you can never use it again. You know, you can't use the number anymore. So because the words choice and parental rights were used in the aftermath by the segregationists of Brown versus the Board of Education back in the day, so no one can use the word choice anymore in any sentence, or parental rights in any sentence, because then you're a segregationist. But here's what I don't understand. Isn't one of their whole platforms on choice? So they can use the word choice.
Yes.
But we can't use the word choice because we're
my body, my choice. So it must be that if you're pro-abortion, you also are a segregationist. Apparently, if you want consent If you are a person who is about consent before sexual engagements, thereby making it a clear choice, you also are a segregationist. I am telling you what, these people are brilliant. That is the dumbest crap I have ever heard before. The way I can't even.
Wait,
The
but it's not dumb because no one's calling, other than you and me. Nobody's calling them out on this hypocrisy and inconsistency. So let me see if I got this straight. Because now you're going, and that's the whole Nazism thing, right? Hitler did and said certain things that then if you even use the word choice or print, and I'm not condoning Hitler nor the Third Reich. Okay, guys, get over yourself, right?
obviously.
Oh, he's a right-wing extremist, white supremacist.
Oh yeah,
I'm
a Jewish Nazi
exactly. Yes.
sympathizer.
I'm a Jewish Nazi sympathizer. Exactly. Nish to goyim, right? But it amazes me that no one calls this out. And by the way, the people they're going after are Moms for Liberty.
Yes.
They're going after Betsy DeVos and all these people.
Yep.
And here's what she says. I was kind of gobsmacked. I like the smacked part. Can I say that on air?
Yes.
I was kind of gobsmacked when I was talking to the Southern Poverty Law Center, and they showed me the same words: choice, parental rights, and attempts to divide parents versus teachers. And at that point, it was white parents versus other parents, but it's the same kind of words.
What
Crap.
It's the English language. Oh my God. How many words are we supposed to use to get the point across?
Which, by the way, so they can use, so what it really means is they have free use of the dictionary.
Yes.
We do not. Every time a word is used for a bad purpose, according to them, it's sort of like,
they twist it.
You take it out of the lexicon, can't use it anymore. But they can use it, notwithstanding the inconsistencies. So let me see if I got this straight. They want choice over their bodies, right? But I don't have choice over a vaccine or a mask.
Or where your kid goes to school.
Or where my kid goes.
You're a Nazi.
Or my kid goes to school, right? So it gets better, right?
It really, like, I just have to say, there are moments where I feel like it's cliche at this point, but there are moments that we're having conversations, and especially on this show, where I go, oh my God, 1984 is literally coming true. George Orwell's book, 1984, is literally coming true, where they're literally trying to manipulate words as if they're the only people who can define them or say what they mean.
But wait a minute, but that's part of what a new religion is. That's why wokeism is a religion. Everything you talk about, you and I, right? When it comes to the culture thing, can be understood through the prism or the eyepiece of wokeism is a religion. Religion gets to define the terms. A religion establishes a dogma. Religion has a deity. Religion has punishment for transgressors. Religion is intolerant of those who don't. All of those things. So
the legalism is
right. And then you get the Southern Poverty Law Center, who's equating Moms for Liberty. Now, Moms for Liberty is an activist group. It doesn't make them extreme. All Moms for Liberty want is they want to be informed on what's going on in the schools for their children. And now they're getting likened by the way, leave it to the Southern Poverty Law Center to liken them to the Ku Klux Klan, right? And I have to say this. They're worried about white supremacy, and I'm worried about white stupidity, right? You just sit here and go, from a serious standpoint, though, where is the opposition?
I love it, white stupidity, because really, okay, right. First of all, if that term is not coined already, Robert, we need to give you credit for it, white stupidity, because it goes along with the whole white, oh my gosh, what is it called? White guilt and all this other stuff. Like all of these, a lot of these problems and nonsense are not being pushed by Black people. This conversation, isn't coming from Black people saying it. It's coming from rich, college-educated white elitists. and they're saying it to other college-educated white elitists
in their safe spaces where they can't be challenged
by anybody. And
right.
so they're just going along with it. And then everybody else is kind of on the outside being like, yo, bro, no, no, no. And then they don't realize how they are like, they're so blinded by their own ideology that they don't realize they're actually the racist ones, because they believe in their mind that non-white people are so hapless, helpless, that they don't want good education for their kids, that they don't want school choice, that black people don't want parents' rights and to know what's going. Black people don't care at all about their kids' education, and they couldn't possibly want choice or knowledge of what's happening in the classroom. Like, what?
By the way, other than the twerking video you guys showed me last show, and I am not a black person, obviously, but I would imagine that black parents want the same thing for their kids that all the other parents want. They want an education for their kids. They want their kids to start out better than they did. They want safety in their neighborhoods. They want to be able to put food on the table. I don't see that as a racial issue. I don't give a damn if you're black, you're white, you're pink, you're purple, you're green. I could care less. What I care about is the hypocrisy. Well, two things. A, it's the hypocrisy of all this nonsense, because, by the way, we are all racist now because now they get to define what racism is.
Yes.
And if there's anything that really entrenches that they're in power and we're fighting against power,
yeah,
is their hissy fits when anything wants to change the status quo, because now that wokeism is the new religion of the country, as established by the elites and the media, anything that transgresses that or seeks to, swing the pendulum the other way, i.e. parental rights, is where all of this comes from.
Oh my God.
Did you see the book? What?
Wait, Robert, I just realized, okay, have you heard the term white saviorism?
I have not heard of white saviorism.
Okay, so
I'm not the white savior.
Okay, so this is something that particularly you'll hear from like black people talk about, these kind of wokeism, Randi Weingarten folks. They're the white savior. Sure. That's the savior. Okay, when we talk about wokeism as a religion, then the culmination of it, the savior, the Messiah, right? The Messiah figure, the Christ figure, is the white elites. Because they literally believe that they are here to save black people from, white people or whatever. So we actually even have a Messiah. They believe that they are the Christ figure. So in who's the Messiah, the religion?
Is it a person or a community?
The white people. The white liberal elites.
So there's no one person who's a Messiah. It's the okay.
It's the belief system.
Look.
Oh, wow.
It is clear that this is all about religion, right? So, and it's not Judeo-Christian religion. It's not Muslim religion.
No.
It is the religion of wokeism, right? Which we preach. By the way, and what they're trying to do is entrench it for generations. Do you see the book that's now in controversy?
Oh,
so
God,
there is a book called Being You, A First Conversation About Gender.
Oh, God.
And it is now in the school systems. And, it says things like it teaches, but I'm going to take out the age for now. It teaches that there are, quote, a lot of different genders and that they may, quote unquote, grow into other genders as they grow up. Now, I have a problem with the book, and we can show you pictures of it. But this book is being targeted to 2-year-olds through 5-year-olds, right? So it is called Being You, A First Conversation About Gender. Here, I'll read you a verse from the book. When a baby is born, grown-ups might say it's a girl if their body has a vagina, or it's a boy if their body has a penis. Sometimes grown-ups aren't sure, but they choose the words girl and boy anyway. And it instructs toddlers on the concept of gender spectrum, saying there are a lot of different genders and that some people are neither boys or girls, but both. They are teaching this crap
Have
to
you
2-year-olds to 5-year-olds. Okay.
who have you ever talked to a 2-year-old? 2-year-olds can't even make sentences. Who on God's green earth is having that stupid conversation with a 2-year-old?
This is now in a lot of public school systems. Okay. So again, this is a war on religion, right?
Even.
And by the way, I juxtapose this. So there was a woman, I want to say, I think it was in Texas. There was it in Texas? Yeah, in a Texas school. She wanted to go into the school to see what was going on. They tried to make her sign a non-disclosure agreement before she could get into the school. Now they ultimately backed off of it. But if this isn't the battle lines being drawn here, through what? Let's end where we started, right? Teachers' unions are not about teaching and they're not about students, right? Randi Weingarten, right? All the crap. It's a political organization that's meant to A, maintain the flow of money.
Yep.
Right. B, drive out ideology into the school districts, right?
Yep.
You've got the California School Board who calls anyone who's against transgenderism extremist. You have the diversity teacher in Colorado who wants to burn things down because his equity agenda was not being, we're going to put together a montage of the total attack on U.S. sort of moral, ethical, and constitutional principle, because there's so many different fronts here, but it all ties back to, it starts and it ends with education, right? And it has taken, the progressives or the wokesters or whatever you want to call them, 30 years to get here. You remember growing up? Well, you're younger than me. Growing up, the communists and the socialists, you'd hide in corners and they'd whisper about it. They're so brazen, it's out in the open because they're in control now. And anyone who thinks they're not in control. So that's why when I say to people, well, I'm a conservative, or they say they're a conservative, I said, you're not a conservative. What the hell are you conserving? You can't conserve that which you've already lost, right? You can be a restorationist, right? You could, it's that whole, make America great again thing, in different terms. But, you have someone like Randi Weingarten who is using inflammatory words like segregationists to play the race card. And let's not forget, there is a generation of kids that will be intellectually stunted.
Yes.
Because people like Randi Weingarten, in conjunction with, what's her name? Jill Biden, the first lady.
Yep.
Shut down schools and kept them closed for political reasons and for power.
Yep.
So when this generation, who is now and again, we've already documented, right? This generation or the scores we're getting, we're at a 10 or 20 year low in math, and Johnny can't read or write anymore because we don't want him to read the Constitution. So it makes sense that they can't read or write.
Yep.
Right. Let's not forget, folks, who to blame here. And I don't like to blame game, but this is all about the teachers unions. This is all about the National Education Association. This is all about Randi Weingarten and the American Federation of Teachers. This is all about the California teachers unions.
Yep. Dismantle them. Dismantle them. Ban them. Disband them. Get rid of them. Period. We need to.
Right. And then you've got, what was the superintendent of schools, his name, in Oklahoma? We need to look that up. There are some people around the country that are calling this out. And I want to say it's Walter. I don't remember his name. Perhaps Lord Benjamin. You can look up the superintendent of schools in the state of Oklahoma. But if you want to see someone who's doing it right, who's calling it out, and then, on top of education, you have my new girlfriend. I have so many of them, right? then there's Emily Drabinski. Oh, by the way, so Lord Benjamin now says that Ryan Walters is the guy. Folks, look up Ryan Walters. He is the superintendent of schools in Oklahoma. He's fighting the good fight.
That's right.
Right. But then there's my new girlfriend, Emily Drabinski. You know who Emily Drabinski is?
Why is that name is familiar? I'm trying to remember why.
She is the newly elected president of the American Library Association.
Oh, yes.
And she is a self-avowed lesbian Marxist. Now, I don't know if
Yes.
making you a lesbian has any bearing on being a Marxist or vice versa. Why they have to be in the same sentence, I don't really know.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are lesbians. It's very strange. A lot of these famous Marxist leaders are lesbians. I don't know why.
How do you know they're not homosexual? Maybe they're guys. Or are they all women?
You know
So
what?
maybe-
I shouldn't misgender them. You're right.
Oh, you misogynistic, right? You misogynistic. Right? So maybe, look, maybe the issue is, maybe it's all the white liberal women. Maybe that's the real problem. Now, how's that for a misogynistic comment?
Ooh,
Come on, folks, give me your best shot.
I'm in agreement.
Because
for the record.
wait, if men are emasculated and they're toxic,
Yeah.
and then it's got to be the white women that are pushing this nonsense because the men don't have a voice anymore. Forget
That's
about
right.
genitalia; those are packed in on a shelf somewhere, right?
Yep.
So they don't have those. So they're eunuchs essentially,
Yes.
right? No strong male type, you know.
Yep. Not
I mean,
allowed.
No father knows best. So maybe it's the white liberal women.
Oh yeah. Oh, big time. Oh, big time. That is, I have joked like so much of the conversation and arguments. I'm like, this is just Eve all over again. This is just Adam and Eve in the garden. It's Eve wiling out, doing weirdo stuff, getting misled and manipulated into eating the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And then
who misled her?
apparently freaking Adam must have been all browbeaten already because he just freaking went along with it and was like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. So I'm just, I'm telling you. How many times I have said to Benjamin, I'm like, man, this is like the freaking garden all over again. Women should not be trusted. I'm a misogynist.
You're a female misogynist, which is sort of an oxymoron, but that's okay. So we have to go to break, folks. I want to leave you with the following thought. When Johnny can't read or write, remember it was people like Randi Weingarten who closed your schools, shut them down, and kept them shut. So when Americans can't compete on the world stage intellectually, emotionally, in business, it's because they have become, their education was retarded. They are not retarded. I'm saying that their education was hurt. It was retarded. You go look up the definition, folks. It was hurt by the closures. It was hurt by the lockdowns, all of which were done by the Randi Weingartens of the world for political, ideological, wokeism reasons.
That's right.
Folks, we're going to break. We will be right back with me and the lovely Ericka Redic. Are you tired of seeing your rights stripped away by the politicians in Washington who don't care about you or me? Do you feel like you're a red dot alone in a sea of blue, disconnected? Well, it's time to get connected. The American Center for Education and Knowledge is fighting back to defend American exceptionalism. Go to acecfund.org to learn more and get connected. That's acekfund.org. Do it now.